including international humanitarian law and international human rights law, must be upheld across the occupied Palestinian territory, including East Jerusalem. The International Court of Justice indicated provisional measures. They are binding and must be implemented. The Court's advisory opinion of 22 October 2025 was clear. Israel is under the obligation to allow and facilitate humanitarian aid, to cooperate with the United Nations in carrying out our mandates, and to respect the privileges and immunities of the United Nations and its personnel, including in times of armed conflict. I reiterate my support for UNRWA, which plays an indispensable role in serving the Palestinian people in Gaza and elsewhere in the region. This is a crisis born of human decisions. It can be resolved through human choices if there is the political will to act. The perverse and prolonged suffering must end. Palestinians need a horizon of hope. The ceasefire must be implemented in full. The endless cycle of violence must be broken, and the way must be cleared to an irreversible path to a two-state solution. Thank you.
Gabriel. Mr. Secretary-General, good morning. Gabriel Elizondo from Al Jazeera English. Mr. Secretary-General, Israel indicated yesterday that they will not move to phase 2 of the ceasefire agreement until one final remains of one final person is returned to Israel. They're looking for those remains, but my question to you, sir, is do you see any reason not to move to stage 2 of this deal, ceasefire agreement, right now?
I think that it is essential to move to phase 2, and I don't think that we should have any pretext to avoid it. I believe, obviously, that it is very important that the remnants that are still missing are found and given back to their families. But at the same time, I think it's very important to move with the peace process as a whole. And it's not only phase 2, it's to make sure that phase 1, and namely the ceasefire, are fully implemented.
Yes, Secretary General, a question on Venezuela. A couple of days ago, you had a phone call with the Venezuelan president. How do you assess the current situation now, and what can the United Nations do to mitigate the situation?
Well, the situation is obviously very tense. That is why we have been consistently appealing for de-escalation, for dialogue, and for international law to be fully respected.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.